Angry guy here, and women cannot survive what's coming. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already have it, like the video, and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. So let's begin. Women cannot survive what's coming. Guys, it's intriguing, but nothing lasts forever. If we look at this article right here, and I've talked about this article a few times, it says US millennial women are now more likely to pass away in their late 20s and early 30s than any generation since the World War II era. And we've covered this already, but I'm going to just get you up to point very quickly. US millennial women saw their well-being decline, a first in modern times per nonprofit PRB. So their rates of being deleted, maternal mortality, and their rates of self-deletion have all increased between the ages of 25 and 34. So this is just women between the ages of 25 and 34. Women who are actually older than that are not faring any better. It's absolutely insane. So for decades, young women in the US saw sharp progress in their health and safety with each passing generation, but that momentum has now reversed for millennials. That's according to a November 30th report published by the Washington, D.C. based nonprofit Population Reference Bureau, which studied the well-being of women aged 25 to 34 for each generation of Americans. And it found that women born between 1981 and 1999, widely classified as millennials, have seen the first drop in well-being since the silent generation as they live through young adulthood. So they are passing away rapidly, actually. Women today are more likely to pass away during their late 20s and early 30s than at any other point in the previous three generations. So this even beats out Gen X. And the rate that they're passing away at in parallel with a startling increase in maternal mortality rates among women aged 25 to 34, with 30.4 deletions due to pregnancy complications out of 100,000 births for millennials, the report said. That's compared to 21 deletions per 100,000 births for the 21 deletions per 100,000 births for the silent generation, or women who were born during and before WW2, and 7.5 for baby boomers and 9.2 for Gen X. So it's not even a big leap between Gen X and the boomers when they were age 25 to 34. So check this out, guys. Look at this number. Look at these numbers carefully. So it was 7.5 deletions per one for every 100,000 births for baby boomers, 9.2 for Gen X. It's 21, more than double for the previous generations, more than double. And here's the craziest thing. The increase literally happened after 2019. Like, this massive increase literally happened from 2020 to 2023. That's when all of this increase happened. It's only happened over the last 3 years. It's unbelievable. So while white millennial women saw rates of self-deletion decline, young Black, American Indian, or Alaskan Native, mixed race, and Hispanic women experienced increases. Statistics for women of other ethnicities were not specifically presented, and rates of deletion for millennial women rose 4.5 deletions per 100,000 women aged 25 to 34 compared to 4.3 deletions for Gen X women when they were the same age, according to PRB. So, I mean, the numbers are unbelievable. So deletions among young women actually fell to 3.3 per 100,000 in 2017, when PRB issued its last index, but statistics now show the rate swelled so quickly in the last 6 years that it surpassed that of Gen X per the report. So, guys, something crazy is going on in the United States. Despite what they want you to believe, women are self deleting and being deleted at rapid rates. This is madness. And on top of that, they're also passing away from poor health. I don't know what's going on. Well, I have my theories, but we can't talk about those theories. It's like what's his name? Voldemort. He who must not be named. I could say Voldemort, but I can't say. I can't discuss other things. If you get what I'm saying. Contributing factors to the overall rise include the events of 2020, which increased rates of deletions and recent leaps in uh, incidents, other incidents, the report also said. Deletion is now also the leading cause of of people passing away, women passing away, which is which was not typical in the past. So sadly, the tale of generational progress that we have taken for granted in recent generations is no longer a guarantee for millennials and Gen Z women. The report author, led by research analysis Sarah Sirigli. Okay, so, and this is where it gets strange. Millennial women also are faring better in the economy. So the decline in safety among millennial women comes despite their improved financial and education status compared to generations before. At least 43.6% of young millennial women in the US have graduated college, a record level in modern history. That's compared to 28% of Gen X women and 22% of baby boomer women who graduated by the time they turned 34. Young millennial women also see a reduction in the wage gap, earning 89.7 cents for every dollar the men earn, compared to 82.4 cents on the dollar for Gen X women who were the same age. Now, guys, here's where things get very interesting. So their well-being has declined significantly. They're passing away at faster rates than all previous generations, and it's almost like the authors of the study can't seem to comprehend that as a result of the rise of feminism in Western society, women having to go out, work for themselves, provide for themselves, it made them believe that everything was okay, when in reality now a woman needs to take, she needs to provide for herself entirely. She needs to go and buy her own car, buy have her own car, her own apartment, provide every single thing that she needs entirely on her own. And it basically is a lie, because men have never been able to have it all. Men have had to work their entire lives just to have anything to show at all. And here we are, women being told they can have everything, they can have their cake and eat it too. But in reality, they still need men to step in and to help them, to provide for them, to subsidize their living. I mean, it's been the government for generations has taken wealth from men and reallocated it to, aid women. But even then, that's not enough. And these modern day women, they thought they were going to be out there and have everything, and they were going to, you see women saying things like they're not going to get married until the age of 50, and then they're going to go and have a baby. And when you watch things like Fresh and Fit, you know, Myron, for example, he used to work in the government. He was, I forget if it was like Homeland Security, and this is a dude that's like teaching these girls about biology, and it's just like frightening. It's frightening, and it's like, guys, like I just become disappointed in reality. I saw a podcast where they had a group of professional black women on there. One was like a nurse, she's probably a nurse practitioner. Another one was a doctor, I don't remember. And then there was a third one, she was probably some high level executive. They were all very highly successful women that were like in their 40s now, and they were the oldest of the millennials, and they were all single. And they were sitting there saying that they had, like, I had to go to medical school, I had to go to nursing school, I had to become an executive, but I want girls to know that they can have everything. And they're all single and miserable, all single and miserable. And they're saying that they want to be in their femininity. And I'm sitting here looking at these women like, but you don't know anything about femininity. Y'all are deep in your masculine. Y'all don't even look feminine right now. What are you talking about? You can't even speak with a lower, You can't even speak with a lower voice. You can't speak softly. Y'all don't even know how to speak softly. Y'all are trying to pretend. You have deep voices, bro. Like your voice is deeper than mine. Like honestly, there are times in my life I felt insecure because I wish I had a deeper voice. And I'm like, could y'all y'all teach your brother how to work with that? Because like y'all so deep. Like help me get some bass. Because like I work out, I go to the gym. I even take things to raise my T. So that I get my T levels checked. But nah, man, bro, you've got deep voices like that. I need to learn from y'all. I'm just being real. Like, how can I get a voice like yours? Because like y'all sound so manly. And it's crazy because they're there trying to tell young girls that they can have it all while they're grieving, and there's like no smiles on their faces. They look like completely miserable, like they are shell shocked. And they're trying to tell young girls like you could have it all, and they had to go and do these things. They had to go to medical school. They had to become executives, and they're going to go and have babies now in their 40s. And I'm looking at these two of these women. One is an attending physician. She is an attending physician with over a decade of experience, and she's sitting there saying that she's going to go start her family and have it all. And I'm just like, this just is not right. This is just not right. Okay, y'all are highly educated women. All right, you are a physician. You are not even. You're in it. I mean, I shouldn't even have to go here. All right, because after you graduate from high school, you should know this already. But you did not. Listen. You went to high school. You graduated from college. Okay, you took all those pre med classes. I know because I took them too. You took all those pre med classes, and then you went to medical school. On top of that, on top of your of undergraduate, you went to medical school, and then on top of medical school, you went and did your residency, and you had to do a lot. That's almost like another education in of itself. Residency is basically like another, it's like being in school still. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Medical, like undergraduate, medical school, residency. You're an attending physician now, and you are still sitting there trying to convince yourself and other women that they can have children in their 40s and 50s. I don't know. I just don't know. Guys, when you look at what's happening right now with the economy and at the direction everything is going, women cannot survive what's coming. They cannot survive, being 50 years old and the dollar dropping even more, because it's theft. It's theft what we're witnessing right now. It's one of the greatest thefts in American history. And it took me a while to really understand why Bill Gates has been buying up land. Bill Gates owns the most farming land in the United States. And there are people who are like coming up with all kinds of reasonings behind it. But then I don't really care. You know what I realized? Oh, I realized why he's buying up all this land. It's because the dollar, they say he foresaw it. He foresaw it. I'm not going to say how he foresaw it, but the richest people in America, they foresaw it. That the value of the dollar has been declining so rapidly. The only way they can even continue to, preserve some of their wealth is to own land, because the value of land will continue to at least hold some value versus the dollar that keeps on falling. So the value so land actually appreciates while the dollar continues to depreciate. Like it's so crazy right now that your safest bet is actually holding gold and trading in gold and precious metals and even crypto. Because if you look at the depreciation of assets over time, like you look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies versus the US dollar, and you'll realize that despite how much the crypto goes up and down, when you look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies, you realize that they are significantly a better investment than the US dollar in terms of holding value. Because the US dollar has declined and lost so much of its value over the course of the last couple of years, that it's insane. Compared to cryptocurrencies versus where what was a cryptocurrency, what was XRP worth 10 years ago? That's Ripple versus 10 years later. Sure, it's gone up to as high as $4 a coin. Right now it's like 61 cents a coin. But if you compare it to 10 years ago, what was it worth 10 years ago? Like 5 cents. So I mean, it's increased in value by hundreds of times in reality, compared to the US dollar that's declined in value. as a result of inflation, and it's just going to continue declining. Like I keep telling y'all right now, a lot of people working in fast food will be making $25 soon. And people, I remember someone saying that, oh, they're going to start fighting for like $25 soon. And I'm thinking, no, they're not. I saw this coming very, they're not going to be fighting for $25. Guys, come 2030, I want y'all to hear me right now. Listen to me and listen seriously. Come 2030, it will not be a fight for 25. They're already there. Come 2030, which is we're now in 2024. So that's only 6 years away. In 2030, it will not be a fight for 25. It will be a fight for 30. You will have minimum wage. You will have these McDonald's employees fighting, McDonald's employees and others fighting for $30 an hour. 6 years. Within 6 years, that is only 6 years. Guys, that's basically right around the time the next PlayStation comes out, which they say will be in 2028. That's the estimate. Maybe it'll get delayed to 29. But right around that time, you're going to have these people fighting for $30 an hour. I promise you, it will be $30 an hour. That's what they're going to be fighting for the minimum wage to be. $30 an hour. Right now, a Big Mac, fries, and a drink in many places is $16 to $17. $16 to $17. I ordered recently a Whopper, a large Diet Coke, and some onion rings. And I'm going to tell you, it was $16, and then I also had to pay for delivery, of course, which was like $7, $8. But I was so grateful that I was able to get that meal for only $16. Like, it's crazy. It was a triple Whopper, and I was like so grateful that I was able to get that food for $16 because everything is so expensive. $16. I was grateful for a $16 burger, a small box of onion rings, and a large drink. Guys, 10 years ago, a large drink was $1 from McDonald's. You could get a drink for, if you guys remember, you can get a drink in any size for $1. Small, medium, or large, they were all $1. And it was so cool. You want a drink from McDonald's now? That's like $4 or $5. I know because I've ordered them. And they're not, and the large is not even that large. And they fill it up with ice so that you barely get anything. That's the reality we live in right now. Like, it's insane. Like, guys, we're gonna be a bottle of water. I'm telling y'all, a bottle of water in 6 years is gonna be like $4. It's gonna be like $4. A lot of stores will be selling a bottle of water minimum $3. Minimum, not $2. No. They're like $2-3 right now. Minimum $4. And I might be off. I might be off. It could be worse than that. It's gonna be because I'm really trying to like not like go too far because the inflation of the future is so frightening that we could have $5 bottles of water. And I want to say I'm wrong and I'm overestimating, but I know that's always there, but it's gonna be $4. It's gonna be $4. Trust me on that one, guys. If you're enjoying this content, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by hitting the subscribe button if you already have it. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. I tell you guys, things are not going to get better. What do you guys think regarding this, regarding everything we discussed? Women cannot survive what's coming. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.